we fucking go! You're listening to Bread and Circuses.
Was like the mob media, for one, is the entire world populated. Like everybody's on Twitter. Fucking the UK is on Twitter. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
unfortunately.
With Caleb Salvatore.
Well, they can't go to the comedy shows because there's a 2-drink minimum, and you can't mix the Percocet you've been stealing from work with liquor.
And Nick Kohler.
There literally be people in the fucking 80s that didn't know that nutting in a girl would make her pregnant.
No one's asked that question. What did those families do to provoke Alex Jones like that?
You know what'll solve all of these racial police protests? A Pepsi.
Yeah, pretty much.
College is a scam.
Yeah, I didn't realize it until I was already 2 or 3 years out. It's like, wow, that was a big waste of time and money.
Yeah. Well, it's cool because like I figured out that I can put Scott as a former employer anytime I want to work somewhere. Because I'll just put down his Z-Track Productions thing and I'll just give him his phone number. And I can be like, yeah, dude, I worked for like however many years as like head of HR. Because I'm the one that works with all the comics.
Yeah.
I can put myself as president of human resources.
Dude, you could. That's not wrong.
Honestly, we should just start right here, man. This is like...
Yeah, there we go. I'm Caleb Salvatore, president of human resources.
College is a scam.
College is a scam.
Is a scam. That's right.
I got hundreds of thousands of views on TikTok and then accused of being a domestic abuser because of
hundreds of thousands.
I was close to 2. Yeah, I don't know. I
Damn,
haven't checked it, but yeah, did you see
TikTok's fucking weird? I watched the TikTok, man. I didn't even think like it was. I was looking through some of the comments and like some of the people on there were like, "Oh, I couldn't tell if this was serious or not until about halfway through." I was like, okay, at least some people are like getting it. But yeah, there were some comments on there where I'm just like, how do you not understand this is a bit, dude?
Dude, there were people that like thought they had me there. Like, you fucking idiot. You thought coffee creamer went and cream corn? Ha ha! And I'm like, dude, the only one being exposed right now is you because you can't tell that it's an obvious joke.
The funniest thing were the people that were commenting, like, dude, why didn't you just ask a fucking store associate?
They have the app.
They're like all serious, like, yeah, why don't you just use the app? Don't fuck. Like oh my god, dude. You think people like mess with if like Jackass was a thing today on TikTok? People would be commenting on there like, dude, you probably shouldn't just be that close to a fucking shotgun. You know what I mean?
Dude, Jackass would rule TikTok. They probably get taken down.
Yeah.
You think so?
Everything's gonna get taken down soon.
Eventually. Yeah. Do you see the new CEO of Twitter? His quote?
No.
Because they replaced Jack, the pedophile Dorsey.
Yeah, I know they replaced Jack.
Oh, is he on Ghislaine, however the fuck is her name?
I'm not making any accusations.
Is he on the list?
The alleged pedophile.
All I'm saying is when the CEO of a fucking major tech company steps down the day the Ghislaine Maxwell trial starts, like, come on.
So is he going to go escape to some foreign country?
Probably.
Dude, a friend of mine sent me.
He's going to get suicided.
He's going to get suicided. A friend of mine sent me the list of everyone they've exposed so far.
Is Clinton on it?
Let's read it. Let's hear it.
All right. It's nobody that you'd fucking. It's all politicians.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear their titles or just their names?
Names and
let's hear titles. Titles,
okay.
Unless it's like painfully obvious who it is.
Frank Garrett,
Democratic Illinois State Representative Keith Farnham.
Oh, how do you not know?
Democratic spokesperson for the Arkansas Democratic Party Harold Mooney. Democratic Radnor Township Board of Commissioners member Philip R. Democratic activist and BLM organizer Charles Wade. Democratic Texas attorney and activist Mark Benavides.
Benavides. Yeah,
probably. Benavides. Democratic Virginia delegate Joe Morrissey. Democratic Massachusetts Congressman Gary Studs.
Are they like all Democrats?
No, the Republicans are just later on the list.
Okay. It must be alphabetical.
Yeah. Democratic New Jersey State Assemblyman Neil Cohen. Republican Tim Nolan. Chairman of Donald Trump's presidential campaign in Kentucky.
Shit,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, Jake Gardner ran the Douglas County campaign for Trump, so
There's a shit ton more. Republican State Senator Ralph Shorty, Republican Judge Mark. You fucking try to say that.
Mark what?
I don't know that Polak last name.
Mark, that's like check, man. Pazunich? I bet it's Pazanich.
Paznich.
No contest of fondling a 10-year-old girl. That's
Yeah.
a judge.
There's a the description
10,
is in here for what
10.
they did.
That's not. Oh, she was 16 and looked 18.
Dude, it's bad. One of them was
There's
like
no 10-year-old that doesn't look like a 10-year-old.
Right.
Like,
Right.
Republican legislator Edison Misla Aldonado, Republican campaign consultant Tom Shortridge, Democratic former mayor of Stillwater, New York, Rick Nelson, Democratic former mayor of Clayton, New York, Dale Kenyon, Democratic former mayor of Hubbard, Ohio, Richard Keenan, Democratic former mayor of Winston, Oregon, Kenneth Barrett, Democratic former mayor of Randolph, Nebraska. Nebraska representing
uh-oh.
on
I
the
don't know where that is.
on the
Mayor
Ghislaine-
of Randolph, Nebraska.
man on the Ghislaine list. Nebraska's representing. Shout out Dwayne L. Shutt. Arrested and charged with 4
Randolph-
counts of felony third-degree sexual assault of a child and 1 count of intentional child abuse.
Why is he
It
picking
said
up
it
like
said he was the
small-town
mayor of
mayors?
Randolph.
Randolph,
the-
Nebraska.
That's
Randolph,
like almost in
Nebraska
South
has a
Dakota, isn't
population
it?
of it has a population of 944 as of 2010. Yeah, it's
Oh
like
my
way up
God.
north.
It was 950 until these 6 counts. I'm kidding. There's only 4
Oh,
counts.
fuck.
It's down to 890 right now, estimated. So it's
Yeah.
a small town.
We got a
But
couple
apparently
more.
big enough to go fuck some kids.
Seriously, he was famous enough to get on the plane. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Taxes must be high in Randolph,
I guess,
Nebraska.
yeah. Fuck.
Must be.
Democratic former mayor of Dawson, Georgia, Christopher Wright. Democratic former mayor of Stockton, California, Anthony Silva. Republican pastor Mike Hintz.
Mike Hintz.
Whom George W. Bush commended during the 2004 presidential campaign, surrendered to police after admitting to a sexual affair with a female juvenile.
He's like,
God
he's
was
like,
not a
it gives real
blender.
good dick.
God did not help him out there. Yeah.
Not maybe he's Catholic. That would make sense.
Well, then it gets pardoned by the Pope. and
That's
they
true,
move you
but it's
around.
not a little boy; it's a girl. So,
Oh, fuck. Okay.
yeah. Republican legislator Peter Dibble. That's a funny name.
Terrible name.
Republican
That's a
congressman.
pedo name.
Yeah.
I like this guy. They put his fucking nickname in the middle.
What?
Republican Congressman Donald Buzz Lukens.
I thought you were gonna
And
say-
just imagine some fat, creepy old dude going up to some like
Buzz.
7-year-old Asian girl that was kidnapped, like, come to Daddy Buzz.
Buzz. Jesus.
Buzz on
Christ.
the some cheddar.
Come to Buzz. Yep. Buzz Lightyear to the
Oh,
rescue.
God.
Buzz Lukens to the rescue.
Republican fundraiser Richard A. Delgado. Republican activist Mark A. Grethen. Republican activist Randall David Ankeny. Republican Congressman Dan Crane. This is the last page. Democratic Party leader for Victoria County, Texas, Stephen Jabbour.
Is that just the politicians that it's listing off first?
Yeah, just
or-
politicians.
Yeah.
Democratic activist and fundraiser Terrence Bean.
This is all we know
Yeah,
so far.
all we know so far.
Yeah.
Because what? It was only day 1, right?
Yeah, it's day 1. So
Yeah.
I mean the heavy hitters, they're not coming out. till
Right,
the end. You
and
don't blow your load at the beginning.
We've got here 6 more here. Democratic Party Chairman Davidson County, Tennessee, Rodney Mullen. Democratic activist Andrew Douglas Reed. Democratic official from Terre Haute, Indiana, David Roberts. Democratic California Congressman Tony Cardenas. Democratic aide to Senator Barbara Boxer, Jeff Rosado. And the last one, Democratic
Did-
Alaskan State Representative Dean
At
Westlake.
the very end, it's just like, oh, and
Did
Joe
you say
Biden.
the guy was named Andrew Douglas Reed, like READ?
REID probably.
RAD.
REID. Okay, because I looked up Andrew Douglas like REA, thinking that was the guy that you were talking about, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's the guy from Binging with Babish. Like, oh, what the fuck?
No. REED. Yeah.
REED. Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, I wanted
Dude.
to know if I knew that guy. or
Like,
not.
here's the thing, man. If that many, like, those are like low level politicians, like mayors of small
he
towns.
pleaded.
That guy it says he pleaded guilty to multiple counts. Like he's guilty.
If you
everyone there was convicted or pleaded.
Plead guilty to sex with a minor. I don't want to know what you agreed to not plead guilty to. You know what I mean? Like, what did you actually do?
That was if that was the cop out, if that was the plea deal,
right?
What were you getting out of?
Our friend in the scene that pled guilty to sex trafficking,
but
emailing it sex traffic silly. Yeah, I mean,
if he pleaded guilty, I mean, it's in the fucking like records. You know, what I mean? You can Google it.
Right? No, that's exactly like
what he pled down from?
What did you plead down from is the question, because you don't plead unless you got a deal in place. You know what I mean? Like, but the fact that it's just like low level politicians, it's not even like everyone's expecting it to be like, oh, the Clintons and the Trumps, and I'm like, no, it's like the mayor of a town of 400 people and a state assemblyman from I don't even know what an assemblyman is.
Fuck Georgia.
Yeah. Like the fact that these people are implicated, there's more. Number one. Number two, and why are there so many pedophiles? Like, that's the thing. Why are there
so many pedophiles in politics, man? Like,
because politicians are literally the scum of the earth.
Literally, yeah. It attracts you to be a scumbag to be a pedophile. I don't know.
Here's what I want to know: how many super powerful, high up, rich people are guilty, but they're going to get out of it? Like, they're not going to be implicated. People that you can't take them down because it would topple like industries.
Yeah, the mayor of Randolph, Nebraska can't fight for his life.
Exactly, but
he's just going to go down.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about him. Like,
they can't take down Zuckerberg. You know what I mean?
Jeff Bezos isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos is not.
He's got more money than the fucking U.S. government. Like,
literally,
buys the U.S. government.
Yeah, he buys. Yeah, no shit. If he hasn't already,
fucking seriously.
Yeah, right. Dude, Jeff Bezos could literally have sex with anybody on the planet that he wanted. Like, anybody. If he wanted to fuck Arnold Schwarzenegger, you could fucking have that set up. You know what I mean?
Somewhere there's some dude listening to us and be like, my wife wouldn't do it. I'm like, if Bezos came and was like, I'll give you $1 billion, let me fuck your wife, you would absolutely let her.
Oh, for $1 billion, Bezos could fuck me.
I would be mad if she said no.
Like, kidding, babe, that's $1 billion.
It's one time. You have my blessing. Just go do your go do it. Like,
afterwards, we'll take a really nice vacation.
Yeah, like we go. And it's not like Bezos. I mean, he's not great looking, but it's not like he's like Harvey Weinstein, like he's not terrible looking. Dude.
Harvey Jabba the Hutt, fucking flopping around.
But think about that deal. The girls that fucked Harvey Weinstein for what, like a role in a movie, compared to fucking Bezos for $1 billion.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a win. Oh, easy win compared to that. And they didn't, not even good roles in movies. It's like, you can be waitress at the coffee shop #2 if you have sex with this disgusting pig, like that kind of shit. Not even good roles in movies. Like, oh, sorry, that was my phone going off. No, anyway, continue.
Fuck, I don't know, dude. It's crazy. I know there's some super famous, powerful, high up people that have got to be guilty.
Fuck yeah.
But we're never gonna know. They're gonna.
So those were people that both were found or pled guilty and were also in the black book, right?
Yeah. Jesus.
That's what we got so far.
Well, so I mean, usually like these mayors in these super small towns are usually rich because they'll like own like a machinery company or something, and everyone else there works like at the either for that company or the gas station or the one fast food restaurant for people when they drive through, that kind of thing. So like he just buys it. So I mean, those are actually fairly wealthy people. Like I bet the mayor of Randolph, Nebraska, ex-mayor now, like I bet he's actually fairly wealthy and could afford to be buying prostitutes and shit.
Oh, like dude, that. Farmers?
What do you think?
Farmers
ranchers. Those.
What's Jane Stothart's like claim to fame again? Like, or why she's like?
Her husband was rich.
Oh, nice.
Well, he was.
It was until no, we can't say that on here. We've already been told not to.
Oh,
we can't even as a joke. Yeah.
Who told you not to?
It was I'll tell you later.
All right.
Risk of what? Like they would file a lawsuit?
I don't want to get sued. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, so that's fair.
We can't. It's a joke I tell on stage. I can hide behind satire on stage. On the podcast is a little bit more it's a little
damning.
bit more
podcast. It doesn't even matter if we fucking win, dude. They'll just bury us in legal fees and shit. Like,
well, we've already been blacklisted from YouTube.
Have you really?
If you search us, like even like our videos that get like thousands of views, you won't show up.
Shadow banned or just blacklisted?
Yeah, I was looking for us the other day. Like I had to go through like 5 different videos to find like one of, and maybe it's just my YouTube fucking around. I don't know, but like, because it's been doing that to me on a couple things lately. So I searched for our podcast because I wanted to find a clip from it. And I had to go through like 8 videos to find like one of our popular ones. Like if you search Bread and Circus's podcast, we used to be the first thing that popped up. We don't show up at all anymore. We don't show up at all anymore. They took it, like, we're completely shadow banned. It's fucking crazy. Dude. So like go subscribe to our YouTube if you haven't already. I'll link it. It should be linked in the audio thing already. But yeah,
a fucking David Dobrik video appears before us, and David Dobrik literally was like in legal action of like organizing a fucking rape
party,
like,
right?
Yeah.
Fuck,
he appears before we do.
David I know, right?
You imagine there's like a fucking like a YouTube version of like Maxwell and like all that shit, dude. Like
I want them to turn it into a reality TV show.
Yeah,
like this week on Jelane's Black Book.
Wouldn't that be great?
It's a YouTube fucking series. Like, there's a YouTube Epstein, and it's probably like
it's like Masked Singer, except it's masked
pedophile. Yeah,
masked pedophile.
They come out in the crazy costumes and they grope the kids, and you've got like
which one is it?
You've got the audience. It's like what's Bobby Lee from Mad TV. It's the same people. You like Paul Abdul out there as the judges, and they're like, oh, I think it's Bill Clinton. You should make a bit out of that.
Oh my god,
that's the masked pedophile. That'd be funny.
God damn,
that's a terrible show. You ever watch that, The Masked Singer or Masked Dancer? It's a terrible show.
Is it worse than Friends?
No, nothing's worse than Friends.
I think that's my new standard for whether I can fuck with you or not. Like whether we can be friends or even romantically. Like if this is gonna work. Do you like Always Sunny or do you like Friends?
I can't get into Always Sunny, but I hate Friends. I tried to watch Friends and I hated
it. Dude, did you start on the first season? Is that why?
Yeah.
Start at season like 3.
That's what everyone tells me.
You need the background information from seasons 1 and 2.
I want to know what's going on. Otherwise, I'm gonna be
you need
confused.
the background information, but it really kicks off on season 3 because Danny DeVito doesn't even pop in until season 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's not even.
Once Danny DeVito's in it, yeah, dude.
I heard.
Hilarious.
So fucking good. The pilot for Always Sunny, it cost them like $100 to shoot, and it was for like pizza and beer for the staff.
Yeah,
like that was all it cost them. They all just did it together for fun.
They did it on like a handheld camera or some shit.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy. There's another movie. It was filmed kind of low budget, but it was like really good. Have you ever seen? It's a horror movie. You ever seen It Follows?
It was literally on my recommended yesterday.
We watched it. Have you seen it, Nick?
I've heard of it. I don't watch a lot of horror movies, but I know of that one. I know of like movies that are shot like that, like which I think are really cool.
It's not a horror movie. It's more of a thriller. Like it's like a supernatural thing. So the whole premise is if you have there's a demon. It's basically an STD. There's a demon that follows you if you have sex with a person that's infected, and the only way to get rid of it is to have sex with someone else and pass it on to them. And what happens is you get these like people will follow you, and the people are usually like naked or dressed like they've been like abused or something like that. And they'll just follow you around, but they only walk, but they'll follow you around. And if they catch you, then they'll kill you. So it's like, they don't run after you or anything like that. It's just creepy. Cause like, you'll see like the girl will be like in school and she'll like look out the window and she'll see one of them walking toward her and she's like takes off. And like, it's fucking creepy. And, it's just there's no music, which I think makes it creepier. Because like, you know, you hear like the Michael Myers movies and stuff, they have the music when the killer breaks in. And there's never any music. There's no sound effects or anything. It's just the ominous person coming at you.
Wasn't
that
the
makes
first,
it more intense.
Wasn't the first Halloween movie shot like really, really low budget too?
Yeah.
Like
it was the 70s, everything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like even
$1,000 or some shit like that.
Yeah, even for like 70s movies, like it was like notoriously cheaply made like that. Like
I believe
like
it.
Movie.
When are we doing your podcast? Zach has a new podcast idea. You can boost in here.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
It probably won't drop for a while, but the idea is that we'll watch shitty horror movies and just make fun of them the whole time.
Oh, like Mystery Science Theater 3000 or 9000 or whatever it's called, like, but just shitty horror movies.
Yeah.
Oh, do they do science fiction movies on that?
No, they just do movies in general. They don't do shitty movies, but yeah, that MSK 9K or whatever. I don't know. They do something similar to that, but yeah. There's like a guy and like some puppets. They'll watch like some shitty movie from the 80s and just like make fun of it the whole time.
See, Mia wants to do a podcast where, because she's seen One Tree Hill like 8 times, She wants to watch every episode of One Tree Hill with me and record an individual episode of me just mocking the One Tree Hill of me reacting
That's
to
funny.
it. I think it'd be funny. It'd be a time commitment, but I think it'd be funny. Like it's not like it'd be a thing we do forever. Like eventually,
fuck! Can you do them with friends after that?
I refused. I like.
Dude, we should get a group of like comedians that have never. I've only seen bits and pieces of Friends.
Same.
So
I've never seen bits and pieces, and it made me want to kill myself.
Yeah, sit down and watch all the Friends. Like,
what even is the premise? Is it just people that fuck each other?
I think I'd rather get waterboarded than watch Friends.
They're friends.
They're friends, and they just,
I got that with King of the Hill though, and it was actually funny. So like, what am I? I've seen a couple episodes of Friends, and it's just so bad. The
example I always use is like one of the guys would show up to someone's apartment for a birthday party with a bowl of noodles, and they'd be like, "What are you doing?" Like, "I brought the spaghetti." I'm like, "Spaghetti? We said confetti."
Oh, God.
Like that's the kind of fucking humor
laugh
they do.
track.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
the laugh track. Yeah, we perform in front of a live studio. Yeah, you do, but none of them laugh, so you got to pump the laugh track.
Have you ever watched Friends without the
laugh track?
Yeah,
God, it's so
I bet it'd
awkward.
be terrible.
It is terrible.
Well, I sent you that video the other day of that comedian that bombed on Conan.
Oh fuck, that was so
I don't even remember
bad.
who it was. It's not like he wasn't an actual comedian. He's like one of those people that's funny on Twitter and shit and tried his hand at stand up and it was shit.
Terrible. He was like, "I like tacos. I was eating a taco the other day."
Yeah, I walked out. I saw a homeless man eating a taco, and there was no plan. It was so bad.
It was so bad.
It's so tough to watch, and it's like I couldn't imagine. I've eaten shit in front of 5 people, and I felt like shit the rest of the day.
Yeah,
I can't imagine bombing on national fucking TV.
There's some funny tweets that would make good stand-up bits, but you would have to like expand on them
it's rare because
it's different. It's different, like because you have so much more that you can use when you're doing comedy.
There's certain things like that's what I have a Twitter account for. Is there certain things that don't work as a stand-up bit, and it's a quick thought and I'll tweet it. And that's also where I learned to appreciate TikTok. Like there's things you can do on TikTok that wouldn't work as a stand-up bit, and vice versa, right? Like nobody's stand-up bit does anything on TikTok. You post your stand-up to TikTok, you're gonna get 150 views and nothing's gonna happen with it. I don't know if it's the algorithm or if it's the fact that Gen Z can't pay attention to something for more than 6 seconds.
Well, you got to think of what you're going on to TikTok for. TikTok has these little effects, and like you can do stop shots and all this crazy effect work and everything. It's like, man, you can't do that in a fucking comedy bit. So it's like it's almost like making a movie, but it'd be like now like making like a silent movie. You know what I mean? It's like, why would you do that when you have so much more stuff you could do?
Yeah. Well, and like the thing with TikTok was like my thing that got I was honestly like, it came to me because I was out Thanksgiving shopping, and I was like, what if I turn this into a bit? And I'm like, this wouldn't work as a joke. I'm going to use it as a throwaway TikTok thing. Like, this is just going to it's a hack bit. It's from the fucking every 90s sitcom did something to that degree, right? Oh, the dumb guy that can't figure out how to clean or grocery shop or whatever. And it's just over exaggerated. I wouldn't dare tell it on stage. It was just like, and it's not really my comedic style anyway. So I'm like, let me make a fucking quick TikTok video out of this. I'll dump the thought out of my head, and it'll be out there. I don't have to worry about it again. Well, I didn't expect it to blow up like that. And I certainly didn't expect to get accused of domestic abuse for it. That was my favorite. I was accused. Have you heard this term, weaponized incompetence? Have you ever heard that before?
That sounds like something I do all the time, dude.
Well, so like I was thinking,
that's awesome.
They're like, do you know what weaponized incompetence is? Because that's what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. So I looked the shit up, and it's where men will purposely be overly dramatic in their failures at like simple tasks like cooking and cleaning and grocery shopping and shit, so their wives just give up and do it for them.
Wow, that sounds like women
and I'm
like changing oil in a
right?
car.
Yeah, but I'm reading it. I'm like,
a fucking tire.
I was gonna say,
changing a tire, lifting heavy boxes.
I think
we all do it.
Sounds like being smart.
Yeah, that sounds like good ideas.
I don't want to do this. Let me get out of it somehow.
It's just some of the comments. I'm like, okay, incompetence is one of the words where if you're going to accuse somebody else of doing it, you better fucking spell it right. If you spell incompetence wrong, I can't think of something much more ironic than that.
He's trying to get his girl to fucking spell it for him, dude.
Yeah,
Spelling hard.
I'm just like, on it, like it's a fucking joke. You people, they're like, and then you had the people, the worst ones were the people that realized it was a joke and were still offended by it. Like, weaponized incompetence isn't funny. Blah blah blah. It's not cute.
There's some people that nothing is funny to.
No, like
nothing is funny.
Their lives have no meaning. They sit around like that is probably the most benign piece of content I have ever created in my life.
If
like,
this is really what gets your goat, then you've got a fucking pathetic life.
Never
make. You know what? Yeah. It's a girl that's with a complete fucking dumbass, and it's like something she's super insecure about.
Yeah, because he does it all the time. Yeah. Well, I'm like, no, these people, they sit around and they look for fucking benign videos to find offense to. Like, go out and get a fucking second job or something.
Right, do something with your life.
Go to school, write poetry, man. Go collect stamps. There's nothing.
Stamps are expensive, dude. And they're offensive. They're offensive.
Some of them got like Indian heads on them.
Stamps are racist.
Being a TikTok retard's free though. That's the thing. So like, we say that word on here. It's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just like, what a benign thing to be upset at. Like, what a waste of time. Because some girl commented #weaponized incompetence isn't cute. She was trying to get people, but she spelled incompetence wrong on it. So of course they weren't going to come flock to my video. So I replied, I said, neither are you. And that's why you're probably going to die alone. He goes, well, for your information, I am far from alone. And I'm like in all caps. And I'm like, that is someone who's really fucking lonely.
That's someone who uses sex to not feel alone.
Yeah.
But is not loved.
Yeah. Cause like I looked at the profile picture, like of who it was. And it was one of those girls that like, if she matched with dudes on Tinder, enough dudes would probably want to bang her that she could, do that to not,
she could use repulsive. Sex to fill the void of love.
Yeah. But
she gets like thrown the cum towel from across the room.
Yeah, from across.
She doesn't get handed to it.
Get your shit and get out.
The guys don't hand her it. Yeah, they're like, hey, here, and they use it first.
And that's why I think, because for a fact that nobody in a healthy relationship, not even a romantic one, nobody that has healthy relationships with their friends or their parents or their coworkers or whatever, digs through TikTok to find shit like that to get offended by. It is only people that are lonely and sad.
Dude, like, I had a bit idea for this, but essentially the thing was like that. Like, nobody super successful is commenting on these things, getting all pissed off. Like, no fucking millionaire pauses in the middle of sex with his model girlfriend in his penthouse.
Yeah.
To be like, hold on, babe, I gotta reply to this jackass on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. Literally. No, literally. None of your think of all the successful people you know and think about how many of them were offended by Dave Chappelle's special. And that's a good gauge, because all the people I know that were offended by Chappelle's special are fucking losers. They have done nothing with their lives, and they're doing nothing with their lives. Like, not to compare myself to Chappelle, obviously, my dumb TikTok video, but you see the point I'm trying to make. So yeah, I
think you're transphobic. That's what you're saying.
Well,
yeah, I think you're basically just racist, dude. That's where it comes down to it. Is
weaponized incompetence.
Weaponized incompetence. And she tried to
You're incompetent at being racist, and now you're trying to get your minority girlfriend to be racist.
Well, she's already. Well, I mean, let's not out her on the show. But no, the girl tried to tag me. She tagged Drew Afuelo on my video, trying to get her to respond. So I don't even know who the fuck this is, because I don't know internet culture, right? So I Google this Drew chick, and she is some TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, I don't know where she got famous, but she basically just like will find videos of men being misogynist and like clap back and roast them, and the roasts really aren't even that good. And I'm like, she's got like bullies do it. Like she has like 1 million followers, and she'll like send her mob out to bully dudes into taking their shit down and stuff like that. And She never made one for me. Like,
I didn't know that exists, but that's awesome because now we can go on there and find like the people that she's going at and be like, yo, fuck yeah, dude, let's follow.
Hey man, you want to be on the show?
Yeah.
Like, you want to be on the podcast? Like,
yeah, no, go follow all them, dude.
We should start getting the people she's canceled on the podcast. That would be fun.
But she like successfully canceled people? Or
I don't think it's gone as far as like anyone like getting fired from their job or something like that, but like she's bullied people into because the harassment was so much they've taken the videos down. What they don't realize though is people like me, like I fucking live for that. Send your fucking mob. I'll roast all of them harder than I roasted that girl. Like, bitch, I fucking, when I got tagged in that video, I already wrote out some roast to make for my clapback video. I won't take my shit down. I'll send fucking attacks out.
I would think that would be good for the fucking algorithm because it'd just be a bunch of people commenting on
right.
It,
like, yeah. Bring me attention.
You can't downvote TikTok videos, right?
Nope. There's no negative likes. It's only views and likes. So yeah, I mean, if a million people came and watched my shit, fucking let them. Yeah. A couple of them might think it's funny. That's fine. And then I'm gonna make a nasty.
A couple of them's boyfriends will think you're funny. So
yeah, exactly. And then I'm gonna make a nasty fucking clapback video where because she has like a lazy eye, and I'm gonna talk about how she looks like Andre the Giant.
Oh, Jesus. She has a lazy eye.
I looked her up on Instagram, and it's like one of those chicks you can tell used to be fat and is way too confident, and she's still a little fat, but like she's way too confident in the minimal weight loss she's had, and it's a lot easier for women to lose weight than men. Let's be real here.
You
all
think
right,
so?
Let's make a point. Fuck yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, it is. I don't know why their bodies are built to contract with pregnancy.
I'm gonna disagree with that. I just think that women's fat is in better places. Like if a girl's got extra weight on her, you're like, damn, she's got a fat ass. She's got big boobs.
Maybe that's it.
But if a guy's got extra fat on him, it's like, oh, he's got man tits.
Yeah. We grow a gut.
Yeah,
that's what we get. We don't get like, it doesn't go to our hip.
Girls got a little extra.
When guys get love handles, they have love handles. When girls get love handles, it just makes them look like they have fucking bigger hips.
Yeah, no, it's like an attraction thing. They're breedable.
Yeah,
whatever.
Like girls extra weight, bigger ass, nice thighs, big boobs, like
childbearing hips or whatever they call them.
Dude.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know. Maybe it's just that we don't look as good when we're overweight.
Yes,
maybe that's what it is.
Yes,
because we just look disgusting.
We have to keep a lower body fat percentage too to have abs.
That's true.
Girls can be in the low 20% and have abs. And guys got to be in the low teens.
Girls don't even really need low body fat percentage to like be hot, but guys need like low body fat percentage, like the abs and shit. Like girls without abs are on fucking covers of magazines, but only guys with abs are on covers of magazines. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Fair point. Well, I don't know, man. I saw a meme about it the other day. Fucking look at the new hot look. Post Malone, Pete Davidson, Travis Barker, and Machine Gun Kelly. To look like a recovering heroin addict is the new style. Like that's peak masculinity. Mia got in early, man. She bought the dip when she got with me.
Yeah, you just need a couple face tattoos early.
Post Malone,
dye your hair green.
Post Malone's disgusting,
dude. I feel like
a
I
nice
can
guy.
Smell
he's a nice guy,
but when I see a picture of him,
see,
he's like grungy, like
I'm sure he's a nice enough dude. He just looks gross.
It's weird because a bunch of tattoos on some guys can look more not more professional, and even if they're well done tattoos, guys can look either with a bunch of tattoos will either look like scumbags like that. And there's some that can pull it off in a weird way, right? Like Pete Davidson and Post Malone look like homeless people. Machine Gun Kelly has a weird way of being able to pull it off. Same as Travis Barker, same as myself. I'm gonna go out there. But no, I mean, there's some men that can pull off the tattoo look, and I think it's really in what you do with your beard and your hair and how you carry yourself.
Pete Davidson looks like a Make-A-Wish kid that was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna die anyway. Let me get a bunch of tattoos," and then he miraculously recovered.
He's getting a bunch of them removed, I think.
I heard that.
I think, yeah, it's.
Why
I'm not
is Kim telling him to?
No, it was before Kim. Yeah, I heard that they're
dude.
Together.
That's wild.
Yeah, Kim and Pete.
Yes,
dude. He's
Kim was finally tired of being with black guys. She's like, I'm fucking changing it up. We shuffle the deck.
Pete Davidson's kind of an honorary black guy, isn't he?
I thought he was like mixed. I thought he was half.
He's not white. No, I don't know what he is.
I don't know if he's mixed, but he's definitely got white in him. Like,
no, he's white, but I don't think he's full. He looks like he might be like Puerto Rican or something. I don't know what Pete is.
Either way,
he definitely can't say that. He definitely does not have the M-word pass.
No, he doesn't. He does not have the N-word pass. If Pete Davidson said the N-word on Saturday Night Live, he'd get taken off the show.
Either way,
and
fuck Pete Davidson because Kanye's my boy.
It would still be funnier than that Rogan bit, though, if he did that. So I don't know if you saw that.
No.
I've seen some funny Pete Davidson bits.
He's had funny ones.
Yeah, I like that bit where he talks about how he fucking hates Louis C.K. for like being an asshole on the SNL skit or SNL show when he first went on there. It's like really funny.
Well, I remember when his special came out, which I wasn't even a fan of, right? And he got a lot of flack for making fun of Ariana on it. I'm like, they're like, oh, he just should have let it be. I'm like, in her 6 songs that she wrote about him, her song called Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Like, what was that? Was she letting it be, or did she get a free pass because she's a woman? Like,
she's a girl, yeah.
Yeah, like what we got to have some consistency here, guys.
I mean, she did make Mac Miller kill himself, so she deserves something.
Ariana Grande killed Mac Miller. I stand by it.
That's why ISIS tried to blow her up. That's why ISIS tried to blow her up, dude. Is because
they liked Mac Miller's songs.
They're like,
I love Mac Miller.
I love Mac Miller. I love
Kids
Mac Miller.
is one of my favorite songs.
ISIS. That's the new conspiracy. Is ISIS was Mac Miller fans.
ISIS were Mac Miller's biggest fans.
They were coming back at Ariana.
Fuck you, bitch.
Oh my god.
We could ask Ali. He'd probably tell us.
I don't think Ali has a great perspective on ISIS mindset. He's I don't fucking know, dude. Like,
probably
dude,
not.
Can you imagine just a bunch of guys rolling around in fucking trucks with machine guns welded onto the back and shit, like mounted guns welded onto the back and shit, and they're listening to Donald Trump by Mac Miller?
Yeah, it's called Detroit. Except they listen to like YG and shit. Yeah, it's the same thing. But yeah, no, it's we did Ali's show last weekend, and I got called a racist. That's some chick in the audience.
Shock. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey, no,
happens to the best of us.
Well, it was. I mean, I've been screamed at before, so it's no big thing. But this one was special because a fellow audience member shut her shit down. Because
the guy she was with.
Was it the guy she was with?
Yeah.
Well, he was pissed if that was who it was, because I just turned away from her because I was done. Because I tell the Native American joke I tell all the time, and it's really not even that racist. Like it's not really a racist joke, but I told the mild part of the joke, and she just blurts out, "Racist!" So I instinctually turn to her and go, no, it's okay. She gave me permission to say it. All it cost me was some beads and whiskey. And I turned around and the whole crowd just went fucking nuts at that, because and that pissed her off even more, because not only was I in her eyes being a racist, but I clapped back at her with even more racism, and everyone else liked it. And she couldn't take that. And she starts to scream something at me. And at this point, I'm just walking away. And the guy she's with goes, "Shut the fuck up." She's just quiet. And then Zach goes on right after me and walked her. I don't even know what you said.
Here's the crazy thing. I didn't even say anything. I said the word orphanage. Yeah. And she just went, "No," and got up and left.
He walked her with the word orphanage.
Why is she at a comedy show?
Right.
You're going to get offended by orphan
the guy
jokes.
that she was with just went, "Stop."
And he was so embarrassed.
He was so embarrassed. And then she just left.
I'll tell you what, that relationship's not.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say that couple's got to break up.
Nope.
I don't care how good the sex is. You guys,
you guys should feel good. You just saved a guy like 6 months of having to get to know a bitch.
We helped him dodge it. Well, you know what? Even if they didn't break up that night or because of that, that's going to be the first domino.
Oh yeah,
or if it wasn't already. Because,
you're welcome, bro.
Yeah, and that's my thing, dude. Like you can if you have fundamental you can have fundamental differences as far as what's funny, right? Like Mia and I, she doesn't get offended by shit, but we have different senses of humor,
right?
But if you're dating, if the person you're dating, if you're not a sensitive person and the person you're dating is soft enough to get up and walk out of a comedy show because some guy made a joke about didn't even make a joke about orphans,
I said the word orphanage and she was just like, "I'm out."
You are even know where I was fundamentally different people who are not going to last. You have different senses of reality.
Yeah.
And you're going to be trust me, you're going to be walking on eggshells around her, trying not to offend her just get the fuck out.
Yeah,
it's a miserable way to go about life.
It's gonna save yourself like 6 months tops. You know,
the whole bit was about getting kids adopted.
Yeah,
like
it's not like I was.
Yeah, it's like I was like, fuck these orphans. Let's get rid of them. It's like, no, hey, here's how we get more of them adopted. And
I mean,
she was just out before the joke even started.
Jeffrey Epstein put more orphans to work than anybody bitching about that joke. So like, you know, like that's just like how fentanyl's done more to solve the homeless crisis than anyone bitching about homelessness. So
if you ask me, it hasn't done a good enough job, dude. Way too many homeless people out here.
Fentanyl, Jesus.
I need a China in here fucking dishing that shit out, making it rain fentanyl, dude.
So we haven't even talked about it. Are you guys ready for the Omicron virus? Or whatever. I don't even know how to. It's not going to be a thing for very long because it's too hard to pronounce. It's not like Delta. It's too long to use in a media soundbite.
The Ligma variant.
Yeah,
dude. I like how they were trying to get Delta to stick, and everyone's just like, we don't care.
It's going to be the same thing with this one. Dude,
I remember people kind of being a little wary for like a few days here, and then everyone was like,
yeah. Now the cat's out of the bag. You're like, because you can only do there's a new variant for so long. Eventually, people are going to stop buying the line that the poo poo pee pee variant's going to be the one that kills us all.
Well, and here's the fucking thing: viruses need the hosts to live to survive. Yeah. So as it evolves and mutates, it's going to be less lethal.
It's 8th grade biology. They even said the doctor that's like the head of treating all this shit over in South Africa said that all of my cases were resolved within 3 to 5 days. She's like, nobody died from it. Everyone, their worst symptom. She said there was one kid with like a rapid heart rate, and God knows what that could be from. That might not even be anything to do with the virus, right? Sure. But she said everyone that got it had like mild aches and a light cough, for including old people, including unvaccinated people, including people with AIDS. Like that's like you said, that's 8th grade biology, man. The longer a virus goes and the more it morphs, the less deadly it becomes, and the more we learn how to treat it. You know.
Well, dude, was it? I know in India, is it ivermectin in India?
Yeah.
Yeah. Their cases went from ridiculous to nothing.
You just got us banned from YouTube.
Yeah, because we're speaking facts.
Yeah, we're talking about
facts that they don't want us to talk about.
You know why there's such an effort to shut that down, right?
Because they're making money off Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson.
They're making money off Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson. But vaccines cannot and medication cannot have emergency approval
if there's a treatment.
That are proven.
There's like
there has to be no other treatment for them to
mandate
emergency approval.
And you know that like Pfizer and J&J and those guys are fucking stuff in the pockets of these politicians.
Is literally like one of the most powerful business entities in the entire world.
And they're always getting sued. Always.
They had the baby powder that caused cancer.
Ovarian cancer.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, talcum powder. Talcum powder was used forever.
If they can't even make fucking baby powder that doesn't cause cancer, you think I'm gonna trust their fucking vaccine?
Yeah, that's like when I got the shot, they offered me Johnson & Johnson, and I'm like, absolutely not. Like,
it's so crazy. It's like, seriously, how many companies Johnson & Johnson owns?
Dude,
like,
Pfizer's been sued. Pfizer's paid like the biggest medical fine ever for a company. Or biggest criminal fine for a company in world history. Like, it's crazy. Pfizer, they're all corrupt, man. It's big pharma. Sure. It's a fucking racket. It's all just about lining their pockets. And you want to hear these hospitals bitch and shit about like, oh, we're gonna get overwhelmed. I'm like, bitch, you're charging me $800 for an aspirin, and you can't afford to build a bigger emergency room. That sounds like it's your problem, not mine.
That's true.
Like, where is this money going? You're paying executives and consultants and all this bullshit like that.
Well, fuck, an IV bag costs like $1 to make, and they charge you like $1,000
for it. $1,000. Yeah. It's like $1,000. Like, it's what are you guys doing with this money? That's what I want to know. Where is it going?
Politicians' pockets,
literally.
Dude, that's funny that they were charged.
It's going to put fuel in Ghislaine's plane to take all these politicians.
Two years ago in August, Johnson. I don't remember if we talked about it on the podcast or not, but they were fined. Like, a judge found them guilty and ordered them to pay a bunch of money for like partially causing the fucking opioid crisis.
Yeah, they're all crazy. Yeah, that was Johnson & Johnson or Pfizer.
Yeah, Johnson & Johnson.
They're corrupt as fuck. They're crooked as fuck.
It's all, dude. It's all they caused the. I saw an ad on YouTube the other day. Yeah, YouTube that blacklisted us, but they'll let them advertise this bullshit. There was an ad on YouTube I saw the other day. I was watching a video, and it pops up, and it's the opioid crisis has ravaged American cities for blah blah blah. If you're addicted to opiates ask your doctor about, and then it starts talking about another drug. Stop. Like, what are you doing? Like if you have lung cancer, ask your doctor about Marlboro. Like,
fucking
stop.
Meanwhile, mushrooms have been proven in multiple clinical studies to be the most effective mental health drug.
For sure.
And they're not legalizing. And it's the most natural thing you can do.
Yeah.
And they're not going to legalize it because J&J can't fucking prescribe you 30 pills a month for that shit.
Florida just authorized treatment, experimental treatment of mushrooms on veterans.
Fuck, dude.
With
I mean,
PTSD.
and I'm not trying to sound like a fucking druggie here because this is like Harvard, Johns Hopkins, Yale, prestigious medical universities.
Yeah, it's not like
Joe Schmo's Phoenix
yeah.
University, like
the blogs on sites.
It's not, hey bro, listen, I totally did this yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. It's like legit science here.
Right. Yeah.
And I thought we were supposed to trust in the science.
Right.
Right.
Well, it's not. It's treatments for epilepsy. It's treatments for all kinds of stuff. Like,
literally, what one session is supposed to do, like 6 months to 1+ years worth of work in one session.
I believe it. Oh, well,
think about how many fewer pills that is for these pharmaceutical companies to sell.
If you're out there and you're depressed, don't just go get a bag of mushrooms and eat them. Like, make sure you're in a good mind
you got to
state.
do it the right way.
Make sure you're in a good mind state. Have a friend that's done it before, that if they're not going to be sober, they'll at least sit there with you, you know, like that can, because people people freak out and do dumb shit when they're on mushrooms and they're unsupervised.
And that's one of the things they talk about in the articles. You got to do it the right way and for the right reason. You can't just be like, oh, this is gonna be fun. Like you gotta go in with the right mindset.
It's like the same application though with like how you can use like amphetamines to treat like ADHD and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like nobody's out there telling you to fucking drop fucking 40 whatever the drug
Adderall.
is.
Adderalls.
It's 40 Adderalls, you know what I mean? Like that's abuse. Like
the difference is the consequences of abusing mushrooms usually aren't as bad as abusing amphetamines for stuff like that. So that's where the difference is made. And even marijuana and stuff, dude, like there's some nights if I smoke marijuana, I get hella paranoid. Like I start freaking out. Like it's not for everyone. And I think it was on Rogan, actually. It was an author. They wrote a book, like people that are borderline psychotic, like that have that gene, because people just break down for no reason. Like there's been studies that like marijuana can like push you over.
It unlocks that shit.
Freak out.
I swear to God, one time when I smoked when I was 18, the next day, like I didn't sober up completely. I've never been the same since.
Really?
I think it totally unlocks something to me. Not a good thing either, but.
And I've always found those to be like weak arguments against like using it for medical too, because it's like
no, and that's not an argument against it.
There's some people that are allergic to ibuprofen.
I was about to say, there's side effects for everything you take.
Ibuprofen's bad for you. You shouldn't take it anyway.
There's people that are allergic to aspirin too.
Yeah.
Like all that.
What
shit,
killed Bruce Lee?
It
was an aspirin allergy. Yeah. It was an aspirin allergy.
I thought he died on like cocaine or some shit.
No, it was like some benign drug that just fucking took his ass out. And it was an aspirin allergy.
Damn.
But yeah, no, it's like I don't know, man. Like, and I agree with you. I think for medical, recreational, whatever you want, I think marijuana should be legal. Obviously, I think people should be more careful, and they shouldn't just throw these drugs as a cure-all. Because I've personally found with me, because I know a lot of people use it to treat stress and anxiety. I've personally found with me that marijuana, all it will do is amplify whatever mood I'm in at the current time when I'm taking it.
Dude, it just makes me more paranoid and anxious.
So
it's not fun.
So when I
enjoy it,
when I'm stressed or anxious or paranoid or whatever, if I smoke some weed, it doesn't calm me down. It makes it worse. Now, if I'm happy, if I'm in a good mood, I'll smoke some weed and it'll make me giggly. You know, I'll be fine. But
whenever I smoke, I always smoke indica, so like I just veg out,
and that's the way to go. Yeah, I can't do sativa, or I will freak out. I get too high, I get too high strung. Like I can't do that.
Yeah,
I have tried the peppercorn thing to come down, and that is a load of bullshit. That does not work.
You're supposed to take amphetamines to bring you down.
Yeah, fuck off.
Just smoke a little, man.
There is
just pop a couple Adderalls.
It's like I will believe it when I see it. They sell it. It's like a Canadian company sells some kind of drink you can take that's supposed to bring you down like within 30 minutes. I'll believe that one.
Down, like makes you like fucking keel over or something.
No, like make you normal.
Make you not be high anymore.
Yeah, make you not be high anymore. No, not fucking like stop your heart. But But yeah, so I mean,
Can you imagine you just go to like fucking like play parties and shit, and spike people's drinks with that, so everyone thinks it's just a lame ass party. Like, they're like, man, this place sucks. Like,
this is fucking like, what are we smoking grass right now?
This guy totally ripping us off, dude. Fuck this place.
We did that to a kid in high school. He was talking about how much weed he smoked and stuff like that. So someone rolled him a fake joint just full of grass, and he smoked it. And he's like, dude, I'm so fucking high right now. Like, yeah, whatever was in the lawnmower that mowed that. Yeah, I'm sure.
It could have been from the chemicals on the fertilizer. You guys could have really killed him.
Killed him.
Yeah, you guys fucked his brain up forever, dude. Like,
the guy's never been the same since. Like, since he smoked that fertilizer laced weed.
Now he can't put his shoes on his own. Like, good job, dude.
There's kerosene on it, man. He just lights it and blows up.
Now he comments on TikToks about weaponized
incompetence. Weaponized incompetence. That's the title of the episode.
Weaponized incompetence.
Let's bring the mob toward us. Let's do it. That's no. Oh no, Zach's on, so he'll be the title. But we'll have a whole segment on it. But yeah, I'm just like the weaponized incompetence, man. I'm like, you guys got to quit making shit up to make you feel like a victim.
They're coming up with labels with like really hyper specific things that like.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, people do that, but like, is it really that big of a issue?
They're not going to fucking some random island in Southeast Asia and diddling kids.
Right, yeah, exactly.
They're just trying to get out of dishes.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude. Yeah, getting out of fucking like cleaning the fucking floor and mopping the floor is fucking so destructive to society.
Oh
dude.
my god. We're so fucking spoiled here, dude.
And there are literally, when people are talking about like there's fucking people on TikTok, weaponized incompetence. Did you know that in like half the countries in this world, your fucking husband can sell your body for like a goat?
I just came back from Brazil. I fucking saw 4-year-old kids at 3 a.m. barefoot in the bar districts trying to sell people cigarettes so they can get something to eat.
Jesus Christ.
Man. Yeah. And you want to fucking sit here and bitch about weaponized incompetence?
Single mom, didn't you?
Yeah, I met a lady who had her first kid when she was 12. She was 20 years old with an 8-year-old kid.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Man. Like,
Zach, we were supposed to have you on here and talking about Brazil too, man.
Yeah,
we just like
we just kind of ranted.
How was Brazil?
Dude, Brazil is the fucking. I'm gonna really contradict what I just said, but Brazil is the fucking best.
Yeah, man. You got little kids walking around with cigarettes.
Dude, the cigarettes are so cheap.
I don't have to buy cigarettes, dude. They
cigarettes
just fucking bring them to me.
No, I mean, as a tourist, it's awesome. Obviously, they have a lot of problems, and their problems make our problems look like fucking nothing.
Literally.
But the scenery is beautiful. Like, there's beautiful mountains, beautiful beaches. The people are all really nice and friendly.
Were you in Rio or?
Yeah, I was in Rio. The alcohol's good and it's cheap. The women are all fucking gorgeous.
Well, they love you for being an American.
Oh my God. The hottest women in the world live in Rio. I don't care what anybody says. They're just all fucking banging.
They love you for being an American, right?
Oh, and they love Americans, especially like white guys, blue eyes, light hair, because they don't have a lot of those down there. So, you're attracted to what's different.
Yeah.
Opposites attract kind of thing. So they see me down there and it's like a fucking, I don't know, needle in a haystack kind of thing.
What would happen if you took like a Harvey Weinstein looking guy down there?
How much money does he have?
No money. How much money is me or you?
If he doesn't have any money, how's he getting down to Rio?
Yeah,
dude?
no,
he's much money.
He won't be fine. He won't do anything.
No. Okay.
But you could be an average looking guy
yeah.
and clean up down there.
Huh.
That's what I'm telling you. The women down there are much more sexually liberated.
In America.
Yes. Girls up here are so uptight compared to girls down there. Holy shit. Dude. Girls up here think they're hot shit when they're not. Girls down there who are hot shit are just chill.
Huh.
It was awesome.
Did they accuse you of weaponized incompetence?
No, they never mind. I shouldn't probably go into details.
Yeah, don't go into too far. We don't want like Brazilian federales coming looking for you up here, man. Zach's got 3 kids in Brazil.
Oh fuck! Try to find me.
They're the ones selling cigarettes and a couple of years their kids are doing. I don't know where my dad is. He's doing comedy up in Nebraska, in America. Would you like to buy some cigarettes?
Zach's down there.
Very sad.
Zach said, "Build the fucking wall. I can't let my kids get across the border."
No, dude,
hola, mi nombre es Zach Jr.
Yeah, I would spend like $20 a month down there.
Yeah, I'll go. Meet me at the border fence. I'll sneak $50 across for you.
Dude, here's the crazy thing. Like, the average like wage that they live off of per month down there is $200
a month.
They live off $200 a month on
Fuck.
average.
That sucks, man. I don't even. Oh God,
Crazy.
Hey, we're oppressed here, though. Remember,
Right.
We live in a state of oppression.
All of us, most of us, have cars,
Right.
a roof over our head, air conditioning,
Even if it's a
running
piece of
water,
shit. Yeah.
a shower,
Yeah.
a cell phone, electricity.
Right. Yeah.
Like they've
Dude.
got people that are literally sleeping on like the dirt.
I remember the guy that would come and cut our hair when I was on my first deployment in Kenya said he was saving up money for like 5 years to buy like a shitty little like scooter thing. So he could like he wouldn't have to walk 10 miles on the base to cut our hair every week. He could just ride a scooter. Yeah, dude. Isn't that
he was in
nuts?
shape though, huh?
He walks 10 miles to
Kenyan.
cut hair.
Yeah, dude, it's Kenyan. He could fucking run like 100 miles in like an hour, probably.
There's a reason that they dominate all the distance Olympic
no
sports.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they gotta do shit like that.
Zach knows though, man. The best way to like realize how great you have it in America is like just go travel abroad to some country.
100%. I think
go tell me how you're oppressed on TikTok.
Dude, every American needs to at least go to a second world country. I'm not saying we got to ship these people off to fucking third world countries.
I would be all for shipping these people to Somalia and then not getting them a return ticket.
Well, yeah.
Second world countries like Eastern European countries and shit like the Ukraine or something.
Brazil,
yeah. So
I think Mexico is considered a second world country.
Yeah. So like Brazil, it was interesting because in the rich areas, you have first world amenities. You know what I mean? Like you have a nice mall.
Mm-hmm.
You've got like nice apartments. Everyone's got iPhones and shit.
That's how Mexico is too.
Right. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's very like, it looks like you're somewhere in the US, but then you go to their poor areas and it looks like you're in a third world country. Like you've got shacks made of sheet metal and kids run around barefoot. And
in Mexico and the real poor areas, so I live right next to the Mexican city of Juarez, which people have probably heard of because like movies and video games and shit. There's a little town just outside of it called Anapra. That's just like that, sheet metal houses, kids filling fucking dirt in the holes in the street just like for a job. Like, yeah, that's like people in Mexico, people in Juarez that live there don't go to Anapra because they're like, yeah, that place is scary, dude. I want to go there.
Yeah, and that's saying something if you're from Juarez and you won't go there.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
Well, I mean that like I'll take fucking I'll take a million fucking. Or shit, I'll take one person from Cuba or Mexico or Brazil or Somalia or Kenya or somewhere like that wants to come here and be a productive member of society over a million of those people that sit on the internet and bitch and talk about like all this made up oppression and
dude.
Shit.
Are you
it's
kidding
not
me?
even fucking real.
The people down there bust their fucking ass. I will trade them for these fucking
dude.
Welfare leeches in a second.
Not even people on welfare, man. Like
I mean, but people that like unemployment. Sorry, not welfare.
Unemployment. You know what I mean? Unemployment. People that fucking act like they're oppressed because some dude made a Netflix special that nobody made them watch. I'll send those people down there in buses and we can trade. And we'd still be ripping them off.
You know what? There's these people at the stoplights. The light would turn red. They would run up and put 2 bags of like candy on the side mirror of your car. They'd run down the whole aisle to the next light, putting those on it. And if you wanted it, you would take it, put it in your car and hold money out of the window. So in the time the light is red, they run and put shit down on every car on the whole block and then run all the way back and take it off of every car. In what? How long is the light red? Like 30 minute and a half, maybe. 2 minutes?
Yeah. Well, it depends. Is Caleb on his way to work in the morning?
Then
it's 5.
I think a perfect example of like the difference between like people like that and like regular Americans are like, so what's a big thing that like regular like young Americans complain about all the time? It's college debt, and like I guess rightfully so, right? Like college is pretty expensive, like and it shouldn't be. Just so you know, like the very fact that you can take out college loans as a US citizen, like, dude, there's people out there that are like immigrants who go to school in the US, like they're not even immigrants, they just go to school in the US but aren't citizens here, would kill you for the right to be able to take fucking student loans.
100%.
Yes. They would fucking murder you and not think anything of it if they could have that privilege of being able to take out federal student loans. Like,
there's definitely people in the favelas down there that would slit your throat and take your passport if they could come live here and be you.
You got robbed, didn't you?
No, my Uber driver got robbed. I was in the
Why?
back
Why
seat.
you were with him?
Yeah, I was in the back seat.
That's awesome, dude.
It was crazy. Like everyone was telling me the whole time I was there, like Rio's so dangerous, Brazil's so dangerous. You got to be careful, watch out. And I was, I don't know, 4 weeks out of 6 weeks in at this point. So I was like, whatever. These people are all hyping it up. Everybody likes to make things a bigger deal than it is.
you got fucking.
And then I watched my
complacent.
Uber driver get robbed right in front of my fucking face while I was in the back seat. I was like, holy shit. This place is kind of dangerous.
That could happen anywhere, dude. I have a friend that's like working like he's a contractor for like airplane companies, like as a mechanic working a contract up in Milwaukee, and he got fucking his car stolen from him from two dudes in Milwaukee. Like, and he's only been there for like 3 months.
Nice.
Milwaukee's a little dangerous too, isn't it?
I have no idea. I definitely, when I hear people talking about like mean streets of America, I don't ever hear them be like, "Yeah, Milwaukee, dude. You gotta watch your back there." Like
Milwaukee.
Think like Detroit, Chicago, Southside LA.
Minneapolis is bad though.
Yeah.
Like Minneapolis.
Yeah, I was in like a dangerous part of LA too for a few weeks, and I was like, "Man, everybody's fucking chill here." Like,
yeah. Well, Minneapolis is so weird because I remember we were down there for her birthday a couple years ago, and we walked out of this like really nice winery that neither of us had any business even being in at the time. And we walk out of there, and literally right across the street, because it was right after the riots.
Yeah.
And literally right across the street was a fucking boarded up building, and these two homeless men like about to get in a fist fight, like screaming at each other, about to get in a fist fight.
You can see that on fucking on Dodge Street downtown in fucking Omaha, dude. Two fucking middle-aged white dudes. Like,
yeah. So I will give you advice though. If you go to Minneapolis, and you go to the bars and you get drunk and a cop pulls up to the stoplight while you're waiting for your Uber, do not ask if he knows Derek Chauvin.
Oh,
they did not find that. Yes, they did not think that was a funny joke.
Oh my god, dude. Why
did you not think that was a funny joke?
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, why? It was fucking hilarious.
It's a funny story. It's not funny at the time.
You
know what's funny is that was probably Derek Chauvin's partners. What that probably was.
God. I can only imagine.
Yeah, they all went to jail.
Yeah, I thought so.
They all went down.
Oh, all of them, even like the deputies or whatever.
They all went to
jail.
Some degree, yeah, like accessory.
Damn,
and shit,
dude.
Yep, they went down, and then Juicy Smollett, his trial is coming up.
Real Jussie Smollett. You know what's funny is like the best outcome happened. Like everybody and like all the trials that were recently going to happen that if they would have happened like 40 years ago, like would have walked free.
Yeah.
Like every one of them are in jail.
That's
now.
what a true blind justice system's supposed to be like.
Yeah.
Like Rittenhouse walked and the Arbery killers didn't. That was the way it probably should have went. Like
that's definitely the way it should have gone.
Yeah, definitely should have went. And like
if they would have gone opposite ways, like they would have been definitely mentioned 40, 50 years from now in history. Like, yeah, this was some bullshit trial. This proves
that. I mean, you can't, it was both cases, really. You can't run somebody down, assault them, and be like, oh, he was trying to attack me. I'm like, yeah, it's called self-defense.
He's dressed like he was asking for it, dude. He was asking for it the way he was dressed.
He had boots on. Oh, shit. All right, well, that does it.
He was asking for it, man. It completely negates anything. He was asking for it.
Yeah, that's why I'm just glad that Jake Gardner killed himself, so we didn't have to go through a trial like that. I'm at.
God damn! Can you imagine a shit fest that would be fucking Omaha?
Jake would have walked. There's no doubt.
Yeah,
seeing that video and everything that led up to it, and just Nebraska laws and stuff.
I don't know, dude.
They put him before a grand jury, and you've heard the saying grand jury would convict a ham sandwich, right?
Yeah.
So they put him before a grand jury, trying to get him tried for murder. They couldn't even convince a grand jury to bring up the charges of murder. They settled for manslaughter. So you got a guy who's not there. His
Jake
defense
Gardner.
attorney, Jake Gardner. He wasn't there. His defense attorney wasn't present. They couldn't call any witnesses or anything. You just had the prosecution basically had open gym, couldn't even get you to book him on murder. You're not going to convict him on shit. Maybe a gun charge for like an expired concealed carry. Like even then, he was at his own property, so
that's
it
picking.
extends
That's
past
picking.
that. Yeah,
That's picking fucking crumbs. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, it's that was even 50-50. I mean, you got a dude on your back. I don't know. I from what I saw from that video, he, unless there was more evidence that we weren't made aware of, if I remember on that jury, he probably would have walked. And I'm someone who's had several bad experiences with Jake Gardner.
I was about to say, I heard he's kind of a piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit.
he's definitely a piece of shit.
The piece of shit can defend himself if he's getting beat up by 6 guys, like that's, they're beating up his elderly father.
The law, it's not against the law to be a fucking asshole. Like,
nope.
Yeah.
Nope. That's
not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. That's dude. No, we started the thing out. That's what the new CEO of Twitter said, that I'm not here. I'll find the exact quote because I don't want to and then we'll have to wrap it up because I don't want to misquote this piece of shit.
Yeah, it was bad.
But he said, let me find the quote. Well, so a year ago he tweeted, if they're not going to make a distinction between Muslims and extremists, then why should I distinguish between white people and racists? So that's a cool tweet. But here's his quote from November 2020. Our role is not.
What does he mean by they? Like, who's he referring to?
White people.
Probably.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay.
Former CTO and new Twitter CEO Agrawal in November 2020 interview. Our role is not to be bound by the First Amendment, focusing less on thinking about free speech, but thinking about how the times have changed. That's reassuring. Great. Our goal here isn't free speech. I mean, that's a little dated, guys.
Free speech. Come on.
That's
What do you need that for?
Just everybody just needs to get off Twitter, dude. Like,
that's
Oh,
literally.
dude, I abandoned Twitter a long time ago. I jumped.
I'm sure I'll be gone by the end of the week. So
Yeah.
follow me at Caleb Isn't Funny. I got some great tweets on there. But yeah, so we should probably wrap it up. You got anything you want to plug? Any shows coming up? Anything like that?
I'm gonna start this podcast soon. So
What's it going to be called?
fuck, I don't know yet.
That's a good name.
Yeah, that's what I should call it. Fuck, I don't know.
yet.
No, I'm kidding. I think I'm gonna call it haha horror.
Haha horror.
Haha horror.
Okay.
Because we're gonna like make jokes about horror movies.
That's the girl from TikTok with the cum rag. You throw it to her. Whore.
Get out of my house.
Yeah. So
she like
fuck
says some fucking stupid shit, and you're just like, all right, when you leaving?
Yeah.
now I feel like I have to
When you
commit
leave.
to that name because I just
horror.
said it.
You probably should.
Yeah.
I'll make sure there's nothing on Apple Podcasts for it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But
And
I'll
make
do
sure you
that soon.
don't mention anything regarding the vaccine in your jokes, or otherwise you will be blacklisted.
That's
seriously.
true. There's no haha horror, so you can roll with that.
Oh, all right. There it
Hey,
is.
speaking of which, we said it last week. The jerk off from Apple that said he was going to get us banned. Eat a fucking dick. We're still here, you piece of shit.
Suck my fucking balls.
Yeah, I hope
Apple.
you get what Steve Jobs got, you piece of
Oh,
shit.
Jesus.
Fuck you. Anyway, I'm Caleb Salvatore. This is Bread and Circuses.
Yeah,
Peace the fuck
deuces,
out.
everyone. Thank you.